Hello there, YouTube. We are back with some more Matchplay commentary for y'all. I'm joined by the brother bear, the brother from another mother, the Kaiju King, TJ.
I need to get built enough so I can be Pepsi Man next Halloween.
That'd be pretty cool.
Like if I get shredded and just wear a skin tight suit, I'm bald enough. I could do it. I shave the beard, get a chiseled jawline back, and you know, just I can be Pepsi Man.
There you go.
Sorry, that was my brain. Okay, yeah, we're here.
But we've got some matches for you guys that were filmed over at Sully's Abode. That's the local card shop that we go to every Thursday for Digimon. We pop off at about 6:30 p.m. And they're a great shop. They recently are going to be moving, if I'm not mistaken, it's either this weekend or the following weekend. Very soon, they're going to be moving to a brand new location. Still in the Promenade, but a much bigger place. It's super exciting times for them as they've really grown over the past couple of years. So huge shout out for them to, like, you know, just fostering our community as well along with that. So check them out. I'll drop their TCG player link down in the video description below along with their socials. Today's particular matchup features Jorge on the left playing 3 Great Angels, going up against Jose, who's playing his updated Armours build. So nice to see Jorge switch it up. He's been sort of our nature spirits guy, but I'm interested to see what he brings to the table with Angels, because Angels is scary. Does a lot of crazy things, and it's definitely one of those decks to be wary of moving forward. So should be a good one. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And without further ado, let's hop right into this.
So I'm excited to see this because I feel like Angels and Armours are 2 decks that sort of took a backseat for a while. Like Vee Armours was still around, right? It was still very much like it was still, you know, here and there, but people were mostly taking Magna X into things like Imperial and stuff rather than playing like regular Vee Armours.
Yeah.
And then Angels is a deck that also just like, I feel like randomly people were just like, okay, so 4 Domini, 4 Trubiace, this is how the deck is solved now.
Yeah.
It's neat to see both of these archetypes sort of like kind of make a full comeback into the meta a good bit. I think Armor's mostly back because of Red Hybrid, but Angels is sort of back. It just found the right like cook it needs, which is interesting.
So Jorge's got some pretty good setup. He's got a Gato in the back, and Jose. Oh my goodness. Has a turn 2 Magna X on board. Did a chip with the Magna, was not punished, and immediately grabs a Magna X. Looks like Jorge just doing some search, which I think is fair. I mean, Magna X already has its, you know, protections live, so you're not penalized by going into TK.
Yeah, he should have gained a memory off the Gato for removing a card after the TK got played, I believe.
Yeah, that is something that a lot of people forget, myself included.
Yeah. You know, I wonder if Angels is making such a comeback because of Galaxy. Because Angels has a very good matchup into Galaxy, I feel like.
Very, very good matchup. And just Mirage in general. You know, you get a Domini out on board, Mirage can't do anything.
Yeah, Mirage definitely kind of hits a wall a little bit, especially with all just the aces everywhere. It's just like such a, like, just ready to set up nuke.
And Jose doesn't swing with the Magna X. I think he's just playing around the potential for ace threats. And right now, he is sitting unaffected. So we do have a Shadow Seraph come out. We did Digivolve. Should be...
back down to a Vemon.
Yeah, back down to a Vemon. Yeah.
Level 3. Now we kind of have a few different things. He could try and make a swing.
Yeah, I think that's
What's out to Evo into the Angemon in the back? Yeah, that's fine. Just leave the Shadow Seraph up. Yeah, it has blocker, so it's kind of big chillin'. Jose doesn't have much memory. If he re-reacts, he'll -5k onto something, so he can potentially just pop a body. There's no, this is good. This is a good turn.
Shadow Seraph is such a very, very good card.
It is. It is an insane ace card.
So we go ahead and strip sources. Jorge does end up blocking still, so that'll pop the Vemon, and then we go ahead and just play a Davis to play out a Searcher V.
Get some search.
More Vemon. Alright, so Angemon gets pushed up. Jorge is sitting at 3 memory, so he's in a decent spot. We'll go ahead swing. Proc effect a Cupid to go ahead and slip an Angemon underneath. Should get a memory off of Patamon, which we do. Big guy living.
Huge fella.
So Magna Ange again. Go ahead and go.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is.
Yep,
There's the mini mommy.
You should add a card back into security from the Magna Ang.
So adds a Cherubi
Yeah, we'll put the
Ace,
Cherubi
and then
Ace.
Domini will go ahead and play it. Oh my god.
Angel Manes.
On play, he could just trash and then recover one, get some cycle and security. I think that's a fair play, especially if you've taken a peek and you know like what's a viable target or not. You know that security's kind of doo-doo, you just cycle it out.
Toss some tamers or options in there to get hit if your security does get checked. But this is a pretty nasty board state. I mean, Domini being on board does make it very hard for Jose to really like kind of get through anything. Shadow Seraphi Ace is still there to block and minus 5k onto something. Everything has blocker in general, I believe, because of the Magna Anja inheritable. We just go to a Magna X. Okay. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Okay. Well, we've got
Jorge just
Gato.
get some search.
Pick up the Pata, because it looks like we're missing a rookie, which is totally fair. Going to the Pata in the back. Now, Domini should be
unsuspended.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he should be. There's nothing that kept him suspended. Nothing that he hit locked him down or anything.
Sorajos are nasty. Sorajos will definitely help Jose out a little bit, getting rid of inheritables.
Yeah. Yeah. It does...
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay. Second Domini. So play out level 5. Okay, nothing to play out, it looks like. Switch off security. Place it back. That's kind of tough. That is tough. We just got rid of our ace threat, and now there's no level 5 for us to play out of security, which is rough. We still have the minus 5k that will happen from Shadow Seraphi when he blocks, so we can still technically kind of nuke the Magna X and then make it force us to armor purge.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, Angels is a very good deck. When you can get the right setup and the right pieces, it can do a lot of nasty things. Yeah. So we do see the swing with Magna. We'll go ahead and strip the Ace, which will gain memory, and then we go ahead and strip the sources off of Shadow Seraphi. We'll choose to just block with Domini here, which is fair. And then you minus 5k, forcing Magna to armor purge. Now, Jose can just go into another Magna X. That's not a bad play here.
Yeah, this is getting harder for Jose as the game goes on because he now has less. Like he has less Magna X's, right? He's down 2 Magna X already.
Yeah,
both that have been cycled. And there is a finite number. Like it's a very real strategy for Angels to just sort of like wear out your top end to the point where you can't make your plays anymore.
Well.
Yeah. Still Jose's turn. He's got plenty of memory to work with, but it looks like he's looking a little stuck. Okay, we do go into the Huangkun from BT19.
On Evo, it itself is an inherent blocker, and he can choose one Digimon to not die in battle to the end of the turn. Just go into a Magna here.
Magna.
Hada gets pushed up, goes into an Angemon. We'll gain 2 memory off of Pata inheritables once everything's done.
Press the card in.
Looks like it was Valcase.
Valcase, I don't know.
No, it was sorry, it was Ophani Ace. Ophani Ace.
Was it Ophani Ace? Okay, I was gonna say Valcase
shouldn't be played in this deck. Okay, yeah. Going in a Cherubi Ace off the Magna Ang. Be able to go ahead and play out a Digimon from hand.
Puts the Shadow Seraphi back in first, and then we'll go ahead and play something out level 4 or lower. Plays up the
1,
Gato.
2, 3, 4, 5. So it's able to
minus 16.
16. There's 4k
he doesn't
for
count
each.
himself.
Oh yeah, the other ones.
Yeah. So.
Bye bye Huangkun.
Huangkun's gone. Just a blocker. I mean.
Oh my.
Yeah, we'll just go into an Angel Mon Ace here. We'll furnish. Oh, this is Valkyrie Ace. Yeah. Interesting. So okay, so that shouldn't have been able to go to security. It's not a vaccine. It is a free trait card to clarify for anyone wondering.
I'm curious as to why Jorge may have just chose to wait, because I think you could, in theory, alliance Cherubi with the Gato, no?
Yeah, he could have alliance Cherubi
and just like swung for the fences.
There is the Magna is a blocker, to be fair. So
true. That's true. That's true.
So we
but
wouldn't really
Sorajo giving Jose that. Okay, well, there's a Magna X.
That's what we need. And we are at 5 memory, which is perfect. So we'll go into Magna X. We'll be able to gain a memory
4.
off of the Vmon, so we'll go for 4. We still have boost. Oh no, we just played the boost. Sorry.
We just played this, yeah. This is a good match. This is a good match. A lot of good like back and forth. And a lot of shiny yellow cards on Jorge's end.
What does Jorge do here? What does Jose do, rather?
I don't think you can really afford to swing because Shadow Seraph will just nuke 5k and then you got something that's bigger. Okay, well we do strip and then we bounce the Shadow Seraph Ace. That's a good play.
Okay,
Bounce
we're not
the Shadow Seraph
protection.
back.
We will just let it go.
Yeah, I feel like you kind of burn that protection there.
Yeah, I think keeping... Well, on one hand, I mean, to be fair, he can also just Evo into the Shadow Seraph Ace over the Angelmon.
That's true.
And then just do something. Yeah, so... Which we're going to see. So he's going to swing. We'll strip the Sorcery. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. We don't opt to Ace Evo.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Play another Davis.
I feel like every time you Ace Evo there, you don't necessarily block, but you at least Ace Evo and you...
You Digivolve
the Magna.
It's still... Well, no, it's not effective,
the Magna,
right? Because it's
the Magnamon, not the Magna X, but the Magnamon. Yeah, just get that blocker out of the way.
Yeah.
I think Jorge's doing a little bit of what you do sometimes with Angels, where you maybe play a little bit too passively.
Yeah. What does he do here? We'll now declare the alliance. I mean, he is bigger than Magna X. Question is, you do have to worry about an ace threat here, particularly with all those...
You don't really have to worry. You have Domini on board.
That's true. That is true. Oh.
The only real ace would be Zudo.
Yeah.
The Digivolve does happen here, though. But it doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's actually not terrible. We're still huge. He'll Evo. He'll be able to strip sources and bounce something, but he still has the Domini on board, so we can use protections.
Oh.
We opt not to use protections again.
I'm wondering if Jorge...
I feel like he doesn't know. I feel like I mean, maybe we don't want to burn the extra security, but...
I feel like here you keep your... Especially the Angel one is... You keep turn, and you go ahead and keep that ace threat viable. Like, multiple ace threats viable. So now we do Paladin.
Well, an Angelmon ace, she just recovers as well. You recover the security that you lose. So
I'm wondering if Jorge is just not knowing that it's anytime it leaves the
looks like he's
area.
Scooping. Okay.
Yeah.
So go to game 2. So, you know what? I think it is probably Jorge's first time playing the deck.
It is.
I don't think he's played the deck before. So it's just maybe just some learning curves. Because Angels is, I mean, it is not an easy deck by any means, I don't think. I think it's a deck that has like a lot of there's a lot of effects to keep track of. There's a lot of different plays you can make. Making sure you make the ace Evo at the right call. Like, you know, making sure you don't burn too much of your security with Domini. But yeah, I definitely think that I feel like that was kind of Jorge's game to win. I feel like he had a lot of opportunities to kind of do a lot. And maybe just
like you said, it is a big learning curve. Because, I mean, there's so many different effects and a lot of micro decisions that you have to make. Or, like, if you're, like, misinterpreting an effect or just forgetting about something, that could easily just bite you in the butt.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I still think a pretty good illustration, though. Like, early games, he played it almost flawlessly. He had very good setup, did exactly what Angels wants to do with, like, setting up a very wide board. You know, multiple Dominis is a very tall hill to climb for any deck. And then that ace threat is real. Shadow Seraph, Cherubi Ace, all of those aces do a lot of work.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Jorge will start. Go into a promo Pata.
Gato.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. That's fine. Jose getting set up as well. That's pretty good. Choke to 1, get the Tamer on board, get the Vmon search. Only really a Davis to grab off of that. Drop a boost in response.
Looks like he picks up the Edamon. Interesting.
Yeah. Bottom deck the rest. Okay. Jose gains the memory.
Gains a memory, goes into the Magna for 2 off of the Vmon's effect. Go ahead, swing. Hits an Angelmon Ace.
Yep, it's bigger. It's 8k.
TK. Go ahead and use effect.
Both living.
That's huge. I mean, that's a lot of aggression right there.
Yeah.
You can
that's
find
really
your way
good.
into a Okay, well, there you go. If you can find your way into a
Very
Magna
nice.
X, then you're set.
And that
'Cause I
Magna will be
think-
able to spit out a Vmon as well from its sources
Mhm.
if it wants to. So he's in a pretty good spot.
And one of the biggest things too, I feel like, is, you know, if you can get some, it's typically like how you play against yellow, right? Like even with yellow vaccine in its heyday, if you can chip away at their security early and just give them less resources to manipulate, you're typically in a good spot.
Yeah.
But this is also scary because the mini comes out minus 7k and then minus 6k off of Angelmon effect, so he's able to effectively
Go to the board. Do have to deal with the little Vmon. We use the one attacking effect of the Cupimon to add a card back to hand, and then place one at the bottom. And then can minus DP on the Vmon. Oh no, it's minus on security.
Did put a Cherubi Ace in the bottom and then slams down an Edamon.
Yeah, it gives
Okay.
the minus 3k
Yeah.
off the slam. The I wonder if putting Cherubi Ace in security was the.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm wondering because unless you have another one in hand, you do want to keep that ace threat very real, particularly with something as strong as Angelmon going into a Cherubi to like slam down another body and using board control with DP reduction. But now you've given Jose, we know he has a Magna X in hand. You kind of give him free
We're kind of in
reign.
I mean, he gets into it, but he doesn't really able to do
Doesn't
anything
do
with
much.
his turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not gonna have protections live next turn. We can threaten ace because we have the Edamon and the Angelmon ace, so this is fine. We just have to make sure that we actually
Okay.
ace.
Bring the
We
Cherubi
put that
out.
pressure on.
Ooh, we pick up the Magna Ange here. Interesting.
Interesting. Okay. Cover. So we must have another Cherubi ace in hand. Hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll choke to 1,
And
but
then
he'll gain
ends
2
up
memory
going
off
to-
Storajo, and then gains. Yeah.
And then you blinding
Blinding
ray
Ray,
is tough,
yeah.
and Paladin Ace is
Oh.
key.
Yeah. There we go. We'll be able to swing. Can technically.
Technically, you can purge that off of the mini.
Man. We're not. We need to use the mini.
Yeah, that's tough.
Why? We're just not. Did we not know Domini's all turns effect? Jorge! I'm yelling at you now. I'm not playing around anymore. Read your card. Look at Dominimon.
That is tough
You could
because there are multiple scenarios there where I feel like Jorge could have definitely kept.
He stops Imperial Ace entirely because Imperial wouldn't be able to restand because he wouldn't be able to
The mini straight up
bottom deck
says
the card.
no.
Yeah.
The only benefit that Paladin, which ironically Paladin is the way Jose won both rounds. The
Right.
thing is, the mini straight up says no. Paladin's only benefit is to maybe like recycle your deck so that you don't deck out against angels and like increase your but it really doesn't. It shouldn't do anything else.
Like he could in theory he could still do it on the Edamon. The Edamon's gonna go bye-bye, so he could bottom that, take that, and get the
Right,
get
sure.
the unsuspend there. But there's still room for Jorge to ace there and potentially punish the Paladin with like a Shadow Seraphi ace, DDG it, just steal 5 memory, or since he targeted the Angelmon ace first, you burn the top card of your security with the mini, prevent it from unsuspending, and then you recover one.
Yeah,
and then
I think
Paladin
it's
ace
a
just stuck
totally
suspended.
different game in there if you're able to use that properly. I
Yeah,
think both rounds
sure.
Jorge could have easily taken that one for sure.
Yeah, agreed.
But I mean, definitely a learning curve. Like we said, angels. There's a lot of things to keep in mind. There's a lot of effects going on. So definitely an illustration of it. So, but I mean, regardless, right? Similar to what I said in between games, like still a good illustration of what angels can do in terms of setup. Because I mean, that's exactly how you want to go into it.
He climbed fast.
Yeah, he climbed fast. He set it up very well. I think it was just kind of wrapping things up where we were lacking. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. Let us know what you guys think in the comment section down below. And hopefully we catch you on that next video. Bye-bye.